What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Slasher, and today we are going to be talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Yes, yesterday we got a whole bunch of information pertaining to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Basically, there was a reveal trailer released about Infinite Warfare. It showed a bunch of gameplay. Really, if you ask me, there was nothing too exciting in there. You can get excited about it all you want, but all they were showing was single-player campaign stuff. That's not what I'm interested in. I'm all about that multiplayer. However, at the very end of that trailer, you got to see some Modern Warfare Remastered game, and I care dearly about the campaign in that game. I love Call of Duty 4. It was one of the first Call of Duty games I played, and I am so excited to see it be remastered. And today, that's what we're going to be talking about, all about Modern Warfare Remastered. There's 3 pieces of information that we need to talk about and let you know, and then after that, we're going to be talking about the 10 maps coming to Modern Warfare Remastered. And I think I've got a pretty good idea of what they're going to be, better than most people that I've seen on the internet, but we're going to talk about that. But first, what are the 3 pieces of information I need to tell you? So first things first, what the Modern Warfare Remastered is it's the full campaign and then 10 multiplayer maps, as I was saying earlier. However, what people are wondering is, are they changing the gameplay mechanics? And from what I've seen, what I've read, and actually on the Call of Duty website, there is a Modern Warfare Remastered FAQ, or frequently asked questions, and one of them pertained to this, more specifically the movement mechanics. And they said the movement mechanics from Call of Duty Modern Warfare are not changing whatsoever. So you're looking at a boots on the ground game where you're looking at the exact same type of gameplay that you played it years and years ago. So that's really exciting for me. The second thing we can look at, also on the frequently asked questions, someone asked about XP and leveling, and they said the XP and leveling system will be there. You don't have to worry about that good old prestiging and XP leveling system that we've seen in Call of Duty's time in and time out. Now, the one thing that they mentioned in there is that there's going to be a master prestige. Whether if that is just 10th prestige, the same it was in COD 4, or whether it's going to be some sort of special prestige after master prestige, or after 10th prestige, I have no idea. All they said is something pertaining to master prestige. We don't know that yet, but there is a leveling system, there is XP, and there is the regular progression system that there was in COD 4, where you level up, that's when you unlock your weapons, that's when you can use them, and then you unlock your attachments from there, and I'm so excited for that. Assumably, there will also be the exact same score streaks, just 3, 5, 7, so UAV, airstrike, and then chopper gunner, or, well, not really chopper gunner, an attack helicopter. So, assumably, I'm just assuming that one. And then finally, the last piece of 100% confirmed information about Modern Warfare Remastered is the fact that we are getting dedicated servers for Call of Duty 4. Yes, people have been asking for this since Call of Duty 4 originally came out. Now we're getting better HD graphics with the dedicated servers. I almost said HD servers. What the fuck are HD servers? Anyway, that's beside the point. Yes, dedicated servers, which is awesome, because one of the only faults really going back to Call of Duty 4 is there was a lot more connection errors. You may not remember them because people are really nostalgic about Call of Duty 4, but there was a lot of connection errors in that game just because the coding's a little bit older, and if we were to kind of bring that coding to today's day and age, it will be horrible. But now that there's dedicated servers, oh, I am so excited. But without further ado, let's get into talking about what are the 10 maps that are going to be in this game. Now, this is mostly speculation. However, we know 3 maps for sure. But to look at this, we need to look at what maps there were in Call of Duty 4. And there were 20 of them. They're going to appear on your screen right now in alphabetical order, top to bottom. So we're actually going to go through all of these. But like I said, there is 3 of these that are confirmed 100% to be in this game. Now, the first one is Crash. Now, Crash is one of the most iconic Call of Duty 4 maps. In fact, it was remade in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's the one with the crash helicopter in the middle. It looked pretty good on Modern Warfare 2, but it's going to be really interesting to see this thing remastered in all its original glory. Now, the other 2 now, the next one is Backlot. Now, Backlot was a little bit surprising to me because I didn't think they would announce that one like right away. But Backlot, again, one of the most iconic maps from the game, and you're going to hear me say that a lot throughout this video. But this one is kind of a different type of map. If we look at like the main build of the map, it's not your stereotypical 3 lanes and a line through the middle kind of map. It's kind of like a big maze almost, is the way I look at it. And people generally spend their time around the outside areas of the map, and it works really well. The flow of this map works very well. Super chaotic in the middle, and then just regular kind of spawns throughout the outside of it. And the spawns work great on this map. And I think, again, one of the most iconic maps. You never heard really anyone hate on this map. And then finally, the next one is Crossfire. And Crossfire is the sniper's dream map from Call of Duty 4. I don't know if you guys remember it, but the way I used to look at this one, just as a reminder, this was back when I was a COD noob, but Crossfire is the one where I used to sit at one end of the street with a sniper rifle, the M40, looking out one of the windows, trying to pick off the sniper rifle in the opposite building on the opposite end of the street. So much fun. That was like my go-to sniper map. I loved this map. You'll see a lot of gameplay on this map. People loved this one. Now, this one was also remade in Modern Warfare 2. So, 3 super iconic maps are all confirmed, and I'm looking forward to seeing every single one of them remastered. So that is all for the 100% confirmed maps that are going to be in the game. Now, to work on top of this, let's go ahead and try to figure out which ones are the next ones. We're going to go through every single map on this list and try to decide whether or not they're going to be in the game in alphabetical order. Starting off with Ambush. Ambush is one of them that I actually do think is going to be in the game. In fact, this is another one of those super iconic maps that you'll see a lot of people who still play Call of Duty 4 still get really good gameplays on because the spawn traps work so well. And I think they'll try to keep that and try to keep this map in the game. But hey, that's just me. Again, this is an opinion, and let me just say, I did this on stream, and the 3 maps that are confirmed to be in the game were on my list from the stream. So this one, I think, will be in it. Next up, we've already talked about Backlot, so next up is Block. Block is one of those maps of 2 maps in Call of Duty 4 I didn't like. I didn't think it was a good map. It was basically one building facing another in the middle of the map, and it just didn't work out for me. A lot of people like sniping on it, but I don't think it's one of the ones that's going to be remastered. Again, I just don't think it's one of those maps that will bring back enough nostalgia for people to be like the top 10 maps in the game. So I'm going to say no to that one. Next up after that is Bog. Bog is one of those, again, that people absolutely loved. And the reason why people love this one is because they would always fight over the B flag. The B flag was like on this mound in the middle of the map, and for some reason that just made people flock to this map for sniper clips. So again, I think this is another one of those that will be in the remastered game. Up next is Broadcast, and I really do love Broadcast. It's a really original map. However, I don't think any of the maps that were in the DLC, yes, Broadcast was a DLC map in Call of Duty 4, I don't think any of them that were in the DLC will be remastered, even though that one in Chinatown that we're going to talk about next are some of my favorite maps in the game. So we might as well talk about both of them now. Chinatown was another one that was really iconic, really unique. However, I don't think any of them that were DLC in the game will get remastered, even though I really hope Chinatown does. Like, if any of the DLC ones get remastered, I really do hope it's Chinatown. But as far as Broadcast and Chinatown go, I think they're a no, but I hope they're both a yes. Up next is Countdown. Now, Countdown is one, again, that I really loved playing the game. It's one that I kind of choose that M40 on, or a really long-range weapon, because it was so wide open. But because it's so wide open, I don't think it's one that they'll carry over into the remastered game. One, because it's really wide open, like I said, and people falling into those giant tubes that shoot missiles, I think would be really frustrating for some people, so I think they'll just try to avoid that map at all costs. But hey, you never know, but that's just my opinion. Creek is a map I simply think they just won't make, because 1, it's too big, and 2, it's not one of those maps that people loved a whole bunch, and 3, it is a DLC map, so I don't think that one will be in there. Crossfire, we already said was in there. Next is District, and District's a very hard one for me. I went back and forth whether I thought this one was going to be in there or not, but I ended up deciding on no, it won't, and just because it's a bit too dark, and so many of the other popular maps that it seems like they're remaking are very light maps, and District is kind of like a dark map, so I'm wondering if their lighting kind of doesn't go well with the dark maps. But again, not 100% sure with that one, because that again is one of those maps that's very iconic, but I'm gonna go with no, but a hesitant no on that one. Next up is Downpour, and I'm a bit biased on this one. Downpour is my favorite Call of Duty 4 map, mainly because it is the first ever Call of Duty map I ever played, was Downpour, and I really want it to be in the game again. I am going to be physically upset if this is not in the game. I'm telling you, I want this so bad, and to be honest, District and Downpour are one of the 2 on this list that I think are kind of interchangeable. They could do District, they could do Downpour. I just hope it's Downpour. So as far as Downpour goes, I'm going to give that one a yes, just because I'm a little bit biased towards it, to be honest. Next is Kill House, and I don't think Kill House is going to be in it, just because, again, it's a DLC map, and also it's a very small map, which they are going to be including an even smaller map that we're going to talk about later. So that's a no for Kill House. Next up is Overgrown, and I think Overgrown's almost 100% confirmed to be in the game, because when it was kind of announced or leaked, Robert Bowling, who used to be the Call of Duty guy at Infinity Ward, like the community manager, he tweeted out a picture of Overgrown saying he's looking forward to playing on it, and I don't think he'd tweet that out and leave the tweet up if it wasn't going to be in there. I think Infinity Ward would have said something to him like, hey, take that down, people might be disappointed if it's not in the game. So it's a big yes to Overgrown. So Pipeline I don't think will be in the game, mainly because it was remade in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I think that's just too close to now to be remade yet again. So that's a no for that one. Shipment. So Shipment was actually remade again in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. However, Shipment is one of those so iconic maps. When I brought up to one of my friends at work that Modern Warfare was being remastered, the first thing he said, wait, is that the one with the rainy map with the shipping containers? I'm like, yes. And the fact that that's the first thing he thought of, I think Shipment almost has to be in this game to be even considered a Modern Warfare game. That's just me, but I really think that one's going to be in there. Next up is Showdown, and Showdown is one that I think is super iconic to Modern Warfare. I think it played extremely well. It kind of focused all of the gunfights to the middle of the map, yet at the same time you could still spawn trap people, and I think it'll be a perfect map to be remastered, so I definitely think that one will be in there. So the next two maps I'm actually going to group together. We got Strike and we got Vacant. Now these two maps were both remade in Modern Warfare 2, and I think it's going to be one or the other. I don't think both of these are going to be in the game, however I do think one of them is, and I think it will be Vacant over Strike, but I'm not 100% sure. Both are super iconic to Modern Warfare or COD 4. I just don't know which one, but if I'm gonna guess, I'm going to guess that it's going to be Vacant that's in the game. And finally, we got Wet Work, and if you can do your math, we already have 10 maps chosen. I don't think Wet Work is going to be one of them, because if they are leaving the game the way it is gameplay-wise, that means triple frags will be in the game. Triple frags makes it so people can basically call in an airstrike. Wet Work was a perfectly straight map where you can huck all 3 grenades and almost guarantee yourself a kill, so if they're leaving the game the way it is, they're definitely not going to include Wet Work, and also I think Wet Work was one of the weaker maps in the game, but hey, that's just me. So there's my list. I think it's going to be Ambush, Backlot, Bog, Crash, Crossfire, Downpour, Overgrown, Shipment, Showdown, and finally Vacant. But I want to hear what maps you want. You get 10 maps, leave them down in the comment section below. I want to see all 10 of them. Give me a list. Give me 1 map, 2 map. Literally, write me some lists in the comment section below. I want to see all of the maps you want to see in there. Like I said, in your list, there's got to be Backlot, Crash, and Crossfire, because those ones are 100% confirmed. Now, that being said, this does not mean that the other maps won't come in DLC. In fact, I really do hope they come in DLC. Hey, I'm telling them right now, I'll throw my money out there for the other 10 maps. I'm just saying. So let me know what you think of the video in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed and made it this far into the video, it'd be super greatly appreciated if you could leave a like rating. It really does help the channel and helps more and more people find the video. Let's see how many likes we can get on this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're new to the channel, I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week except for Sunday. Check out my Twitter, link in the description. Twitch, link in the description. I love every single one of you guys. Thanks for watching the video, and until next time, guys, peace out.